We are live.
All right.
I feel like I say that every time.
Welcome to the first episode of Red October for the
Welcome
Friend
to
Zone.
the Friend Zone to begin with.
The Friend
And,
Zone podcast.
It may not look like it, but all three best friends are here. John is just the ghost
I'm just
in the corner.
Floating head again.
Floating head.
So in the biggest, I think, news, in my opinion, of the week, we finally beat Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. It feels like it's been a while.
Sure has.
And it obviously has. So even though it didn't look great, win is a win. And I think of all of our wins, like we shut Baker down pretty well. I will say no Evans or Godwin makes a huge difference, but Coop and Quignon look like all pros. That was my first kind of takeaway the entire time.
Well, Godwin was there, but it was his first game back.
But he was
very nothing.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
I would say he was a non-factor.
And yeah, I would also say he was a non-factor. He obviously will, heat up when he's, fully back, I would say. But Coop, in my opinion, is the best slot corner in football. His tackling is insane.
He's got to be the best tackling corner in football.
I would agree as well. He just, after trucking Derrick Henry last year, not even trucking, just completely
demolishing him.
Yeah, forklifting him, picking him up off the ground. I think he's the best slot corner in football as a combination of like a hybrid safety linebacker corner. And Quignon was obviously the defensive player of the week, so for the NFC. So.
He did grab a lot of shirt, though, that didn't get called for.
He did, but, I don't know. Ball don't lie, as they say in basketball.
The only person who's going to complain is Sauce Gardner because everything's getting called on him because the Jets are losing.
Yeah. Yep. And Sauce Gardner was highly overrated after his very, very good rookie year. But
did everyone see him say that? Yeah, I'm not just throwing a random reference at you.
I did not actually hear that. Did he?
I thought that was just something you were saying.
No. He came out and said that everything is getting called on him because the Jets aren't playing winning football. And, that's just a sore way to look at it, man.
Have the Jets ever played winning football in my lifetime? Not really.
I don't really remember.
A little bit. Like the Chad Pennington year.
Chad Pennington and,
Sanchez did something.
Sanchez went to a couple AFC championship games.
Yeah. That's it.
I don't remember Darrelle Revis complaining about or getting calls, frankly. When he was a loser on the Jets. So
he was also on the Patriots, and it didn't get called on him. So
true. Wow, he went to a great school, so that'll happen.
Yep.
Anyway,
yeah. So also, another quick note that I had. I didn't know if anyone had any thoughts about this, but on the Cooper DeJean lines on that same wavelength, I don't really understand taunting in the NFL. What
is it now?
Qualifies for it. Vita Vea looked like he was jerking off after he sacked. I don't know if he was playing a guitar, what was going on. He was doing this weird motion, and he didn't get called for anything. Cooper DeJean gets called for barely, like half stepping over someone. And maybe I'm biased, but
he didn't really do anything. He looked at him for a second and then walked over.
It wasn't really like it. I don't like.
Was he supposed to get up and walk around him?
It wasn't like an Allen Iverson step over. He was just walking away.
It wasn't like stepping directly over him and staring him down as you do it. He just kind of stepped over his legs, I would like to say.
He gave him a little flex, sort of.
He did,
but. Who gives? It's fucking football.
It's football. It's crazy to me.
You just knocked a grown man on the ground. Let him celebrate a little bit.
I think, I just think that was bullshit. And again, the fact that Vita Vea literally made I was watching with my parents, and my dad goes, "What the?" I'm not going to repeat the word, but he's like, "What the?
What the heck?"
Yeah, what the heck? And
we don't curse. We don't curse on this podcast.
Well, yeah, we've definitely have cursed quite a lot, but I'm going to try to keep my cursing to a minimum in the future. But. My dad was like, why is that not a taunt? And I was like, what? It's true. And I don't really understand. I don't know. I think taunting is ridiculous.
Seems like the Eagles have gotten a lot of taunting calls for not that much.
Yeah. And I
think the Vita Vea incident was more taunting than Coop's actions. And I think, Ibuka on the long touchdown when he just turned around at the goal line. What the fuck? Yeah. Obviously, no Eagle is around him, but
also, I don't have a problem with that. So how about
I also don't
get
have
rid
a
of it
with that. Just
get rid of all the taunting fouls.
A thing. The only just unsportsmanlike conduct can be a thing.
Sure.
Why is taunting unsportsmanlike conduct should engulf what like crazy taunting. If you're like, I don't like if you like flip someone off or something like that, like mid play, like there are things that are like egregious. That's unsportsmanlike conduct. Just get rid of taunting as a rule. I just thought that was ridiculous, and I just felt
man, T.O. wouldn't be able to play in today's league.
Yeah, I don't know. Deshaun Jackson with the fall backwards in the end zone.
T.O. went and stomped on the Cowboys star.
Oh yeah, no, I popcorn to the face like and that's a touchdown celebration, but still like. I don't know. I just think.
I guess the bigger one we're missing too is like literally right after the Coop call, Baker got in Quignon's face, and like Baker's never going to get that call. But like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, and as did Tristan Wirfs and all the like. I don't know.
It really is the no fun league now.
It is.
It's also no fun watching the Eagles' offense for half the game.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
So I'm sorry to segue into that.
No, it's a good segue. I think. I mean, John, I don't know what you think.
What's happening? I know we're winning the game, so it doesn't really matter. But what the hell is happening?
I agree with.
Well, for a little bit, I mean, Josh was with me when we were watching the game, and I think at one point I said, "This is the opposite of the Rams game. They showed up in the first quarter, their first half, and they're not going to come out for the second half."
When can we just put it
That's
all
exactly
together?
What happened.
And
There was one theory that I didn't see many people talk about this week is that, again, the Tampa Bay didn't get a flag for it, but someone went in late on Hurts high when he took a slide. So someone was wondering if he maybe was shaken up after that play because I think he was like 0 for 6 in the game after that.
Over 8.
I remember that
over 8.
play in particular because my dad was like, "What the hell is that? That's a late hit."
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. What the hell with my dad? But I remember that as well, and that's a possible explanation. I also saw something that said that when we get up in games, we don't want to show all of our playbook, so we're just using a very base playbook. But I don't really understand.
It's going to bite them in the ass at some point.
We don't
really
have a playbook. I don't believe that we have an actual playbook. The route concepts. We're not scheming anybody open.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That was the routes you sent the other day in the text message. I was like, what is happening? They're all just walking around and turning around.
Well, that's, I think, one of the things.
And why do they all have endpoints? Like, why are we – I think Goddard ran like a slant but then sat down like 3 yards into it. And like everyone did.
Yeah.
So Smitty ran like a 5-yard hitch and then like AJ ran a 10-yard hitch on the other side of the ball. No one's getting open on that.
I miss Kellen Moore. Kelly Moe.
Kellen Moore probably misses us too.
Yeah, he sure does. He should not have taken that job.
He should not have taken
Kellen Moore probably
job.
misses us too. Yeah.
He would have gotten a better job if he had one more good year with our offense.
Yeah. I don't know.
So is this a Kevin Patullo issue or is it a Nick Sirianni issue?
Sirianni doesn't really. I mean, he's decision maker, but from what I've heard, he doesn't really call plays outside of when things get like very hairy. I guess I don't know.
Well. Something. It looks the same every year for.
I don't know. I mean, Jalen Hurts last week, but
22 was the one offense where we're like, oh, this is awesome, and then ever since then it's been shit.
Was that 22 was Steichen?
Steichen, yeah.
20 end of 21.
I mean, and 22. Look at what he is doing with Daniel Jones, who's like a way shittier version of Jalen Hurts. So like, well, at this point, honestly, like he's like a fine NFL quarterback, but way shittier. Fine. But. I don't know. I agree that like I don't. Oh, one thing though, play calling wise, fake tush push. I was so happy with that.
That was fun.
I've been thinking about, or I think we've been talking about that honestly, John, for years. Like, why don't we? Because everybody's waiting for, and we've done it a few variations, but let's keep doing stuff. I don't know. We can do. There's so much.
They're going to have all that too for faking.
Oh yeah, for sure. But there's so much you can do off of this year. They can't outlaw it this year.
No.
So. There's so much we might as well use every crazy variation that we thought of. I don't know, because it's going to be banned by next year. So
I feel like that was the Eagles saying we have to beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So we're just going to pull up.
And I love Saquon, I don't know, getting involved in a very very easy play for him. Just walk in touchdown. Like, I don't know. It was one of my favorite moments of the game for sure. I wanted to make a note about that. So, but I think there are definitely more variations you can add to it, especially with like the shovels to Goddard. Like you could add that on a tush push type play. I don't know. You can add motion into things. Like, I don't know. I just think that's a something to explore. And maybe they're saving that type of stuff for the playoffs, but either way.
Yeah, I think those shovel plays that got it were definitely like in response to everyone bitching about the tush push last week.
Sure was.
And then I looked at Josh during the game and I was like, if Andy Reid didn't love shovel passing to Travis Kelce so much, the NFL would want to ban this too.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, he does love, and McVay will sometimes, or not McVay, Shanahan will use like shovel passes to Kittle or McCaffrey, so they don't. The league loves those guys. So, like Shanahan's son and Andy Reid, no way. But yeah, moving on. One thing that I think I'm very worried about, obviously, is our pass rush.
Oh yeah,
especially without Nolan Smith, it was the most glaring hole. I think that
with him there, it wasn't great.
It wasn't great with him, but with Baker had all the time in the world. I know they have Tristan Wirfs, but the rest of the offensive line is pretty banged up for Tampa Bay outside of Graham Barton and Tristan Wirfs.
Can I say Tanner McKee for Trey Hendrickson?
Oh my God! If the Bengals,
they need a quarterback.
Yeah, they do.
They do, but they just paid Hendrickson a lot of money.
They did, yeah. But it's a 1-year deal.
It is.
He's on a 1-year deal. True. And we could technically franchise tag him. I don't know how that counts against the cap. I guess it just counts straight up. But I think there's some weird thing where a franchise tag is, I don't know. But anyway,
that's where we see. Let's see where we are in week 8.
This is all. The Bengals are also, I believe, 2-2. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I could be wrong. But I don't think they're going to be trading for McKee, unfortunately. But our pass rush is terrible, especially without Nolan. But Baker had so much time, and thank God for Coop. And that's why I said Coop and Quinion. That was my first leading point, that they played amazing, because there was so much time for Baker, and to cover for more than 4 seconds in the NFL, 5 seconds is obscene, like ridiculous for Emeka Egbuka. I don't even care who it is. It's an
that
NFL wide
defense
receiver.
is pretty good for the lack of talent that they have. In
our secondary is pretty, for the lack of talent
or experience
or whatever you want to call it. Jalix Hunt has not really taken.
I don't think he's ready to be.
I don't think he's ready to be a starter. I think he needs to be a rotational guy like he was last year, at least for another year.
Campbell looks like a dude.
Campbell is a dude. Campbell,
except covering a wheel route, apparently.
Yeah, but I mean, you'll have that on those big jobs.
He's gonna screw up. He's a linebacker.
Yeah, he's a linebacker, and he's what, like 6'4", covering like, I don't know, like covering a wide receiver in the NFL is crazy. To be a whatever, but
Bucky Irving, bro.
Yeah, it was Bucky Irving.
It was Bucky Irving. God, I thought it was fucking.
I mean, he's a rookie. He's gonna make his mistake.
Guys, I'm just giving a hard time. I get it.
All right, man.
We
fuck you, John.
We've the tickets were really good, John. But so going back, I think Nakobe Dean coming back off of the PUP is gonna be nice. I don't know if it's that's this week or next week. I know he's coming off. I don't know if you saw that as well.
Returned to practice today.
Okay. Oh, all right. So I would imagine he plays Sunday.
In what role, though?
A limited role, but I think putting him in like a Sam or Will role. Obviously, I think Zach Bond is our Mike linebacker. Jihad is kind of the other I would guess. I mean, we mostly run nickel anyway and have Coop there.
Oh, yeah.
But if we were to slide Jihad to a defensive end type of edge rusher position, to give Jalix Hunt a break for a little bit and put Nakobe and Bond out there, I like that too. Somebody I watch I'll give him credit, Football Analysis on YouTube, said that he thinks that the Eagles like to have thunder and lightning at the linebacker position, where they have like a big guy and then like a quicker, guy that's, Nakobe Dean, quicker all over the field, where Bond is like a bigger dude, can tackle in the box, all that stuff. And that Jihad Campbell can fill either role. And I really like that. Like I mean, he can fill, he's like a very, very diet Micah Parsons at this point, in my opinion.
Give him some time, man.
Yeah, very, very, very diet. That's what I'm saying. Like we're talking like porch ale to Fitty Dun Boom, but very, very diet version of it.
I will say, I never thought I'd say the Eagles have too many good linebackers.
Yeah, I mean, linebackers and corners have been
even our backups are good backups.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean,
Smile Munden and Trotter.
Munden looks good, and Trotter still needs, I think, mentally to take a step, but he's really good. Like fit, like I don't know, he's a physical.
But he's not going
to
kill you out there.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm very excited with those two, and especially with Nakobe coming back, those three. I really think, even though we run mostly nickel, I really like just our defense. I don't know, outside of the pass rush, but if we can add Jihad in some pass rushing situations, I think that would be great.
Let's hope.
I guess it'll be interesting to see what they do with Jihad. I guess Vic was asked today, since Nakobe returned to practice, if they would do exactly that, like what we've all been talking about. Jihad moves to more of a pass rush or edge role, and all Vic said was that he's not ready. So I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know if they're worried about. I don't know if they're worried about the shoulder, if it's something else that he's not
Yeah.
ready to be an edge rusher. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how they move him along moving forward.
True. That makes sense. I did not see that, but that very much makes sense. Along those lines, Jalen Carter is hurt. I don't know if he's out for this week. I saw he was on the injury list. He was holding his shoulder like the entire game, and then obviously was in and out. In general, I feel like our defensive health is not great, which obviously, I think you called that at the beginning of the year, Josh, but
I did say we'd be bottom 8 defense. I'm pretty close. We're like halfway there.
I don't know. Yeah, let's see injury updates. But I don't know. He was limited today in practice, or he was limited in practice. I don't know.
That might be a precautionary thing.
Yeah, it could be. But I don't know, John, if you had any thoughts about just like the defensive health in general, or anything going into the next week.
If I'm switching sides of the ball, but health wise.
Yeah.
I am over the Lane Johnson health carousel, and like I hate saying that about him, but like, what the fuck are we doing, buddy?
Yeah.
He's turning into Jason Peters in his last few years.
I mean, Landon's out there battling through I don't know what, but he's not 100%. And then Lane takes any chance he can to get off the field. I mean,
I think he's ready to retire.
I think he is.
Yeah,
too,
I think
he started talking about it like this offseason, right?
Yeah, he did.
So
I think last offseason he said something about having a few years left.
Like 3. I know 1 year he said 3 specifically, and I was like, how do you
probably
know?
3 years ago.
Well, I think it was 2 years ago, but I think that it crept up on him a little bit.
He probably got that stinger at that one game, and he was like, "Fuck, I don't want to do this anymore."
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Then he was down at Tampa Bay. He's like, "Fuck this heat."
Yeah, fuck, it's hot. I'm gonna sit down now.
Yeah, but yeah, it says that Sports Illustrated says Carter and Johnson were limited today, so I don't know. I think those are both like obviously maybe Fred Johnson.
He's not horrible.
The other Johnson will take over, but I don't know. It's not good, and especially against the Broncos pass rush, that's not great. They have Nick Benito. I don't know, it's spelled Benito, but I don't know if he pronounces it Benito. And Baron Browning, I think, still is there. So it's a good pass rush, good defense in general. I don't really think Bo Nix. I know I called it at the beginning of the year. Bo Nix was going to be great.
Yeah, me too. I agreed with you.
Yeah, that has not worked out
aging
so well. Yeah, through 4 games, but that has not
Sophomore
worked out very well. Yeah, true. And I do still think he'll be a starting caliber quarterback. I just don't know if it's going to be like a Sam Darnold, Geno Smith level, or like what I was thinking, which was more like I don't know, like a Justin Herbert level, like a top 15, but not top 5, whatever. But I don't know. Their defense is a little scary, but Dre Greenlaw's still out. Surtain is always scary. I don't know if you had any thoughts, John, on the Broncos defense or Broncos in general, but
this is not going to be the game where we make AJ Brown happy, because I'm sure Surtain's going to be on him the entire game.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So
maybe the best defensive player in football.
I hope we don't come out and force feed him the ball. He had a press conference today, and he was really hard to hear. I don't know if you guys saw it. Like,
I did.
I don't know if it was the microphones or just like how he was talking. He did look like very embarrassed.
Yes.
Yeah. ESPN reported something about the Eagles maybe trading him next year. I just wish people would like stay out of that situation, since no one seems to know what's going on entirely.
Yes.
Yeah, just thought AJ Brown looked embarrassed. He doesn't look like a guy that's trying to leave this team.
I don't think he's trying to leave.
I don't think so either.
I think he's just frustrated. Like he said, I was like, I was frustrated. My emotions got the best of me, whatever.
I think he's a very emotional guy. I think every wide receiver one is pretty emotional in general. I don't even mean that in any slight way. Like I honestly mean that in the best way possible. I think the way that Jalen Hurts is really like calm and collected, that's like a quarterback thing. And I think a wide receiver is like, look at the best wide receivers outside of like Jerry Rice every other wide receiver who's been like an all-time great has been a bit of a hothead.
Smitty's like the only one that kind of takes a back seat.
He's like a Jerry Rice where he just Puka Nacua is like kind of chills. Like there are a few people like that, but like Randy Moss, T.O., Calvin Johnson, like all, or not Calvin Johnson, honestly, was a little more of a, like he was chill for the Lions losing, but he also got force fed the ball because it's Calvin Johnson. But
that's all they had.
Yeah, it's true. And Stafford was not a bad quarterback to be getting passes from. But I don't know. I agree with you, John. I did see that. I don't know what the audio deal was, and there was another interview that I need to bring up later on that also had some audio things that I don't know if you guys saw, but
nope.
It's very interesting. But I think he looked remorseful and kind of embarrassed. I wonder if it was just, again, for sure, like just heat of the moment,
Or did Howie give him a talking to?
I don't know. I think.
I mean, the tweet before that was "I love you all," and then it was that.
Yeah,
I get it. Like, it's cool you won, but you also want to feel like you did your part.
Yep.
Everyone wants to do their part to help the win, and if you're a top 5 receiver in the league, I don't think that he really necessarily cares about his stats. Like, he definitely wants the ball.
Yeah.
And I mean,
to be fair, he did get 9 targets. Just wasn't.
A lot of the targets were terrible.
Oh yeah,
true. And
they were like being forced or something.
Frankly, well, yeah, and
yeah,
imagine weird. That. But no, I agree, and I think it's easy. I mean, everyone's guilty of it, of being like really heated in a moment and like sending something out and being like, I don't know why I said that or did that. I don't really feel that way. I just was like angry. So I wonder if he was just like pissed off, as you said, that he like, he's a top. In my opinion, top 3, top 4.
I would say top 5 at least.
Top 5, at the very least top 5. But I would say top 4 with Puka kind of emerging now, wide receiver in the NFL. So I understand why he's upset. But I also come on, man. Like you won a Super Bowl. You went
to a Super Bowl. Lost. I played great. Won a Super Bowl. Played great.
Yep. Had 1,000 yards last year. Not this year though. Yeah. I mean, not this year, but
he'll get there.
I think he'll get there.
He'll get 1,002.
Yeah, something.
17 games. Yeah, it's really easy.
Yeah, it's very easy at this point.
I might be right on my Saquon prediction. I said 1,200 yards or less.
Honestly, I mean,
you might have given him too many.
Yeah, that's another talking point.
Is it the line or is it Saquon?
I don't think it's Saquon. I think it's the line and it's play calling. I don't think it's Saquon at all. I think Saquon is going to be Saquon. I think it's the line and it's play calling. I don't think we scheme him open as well as Kelly Moe did. And I think because we don't really take the top off of defense, obviously, so they're just stacking the box and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they're stacking the box and we're not giving them a reason not to.
And the offensive line, frankly, Landon Dickerson has been terrible in run blocking. He doesn't get off.
I think Landon needs to sit for a few weeks and get healthy so we can use him better later in the year.
Whenever we play that never mind. I think it's towards the end of the season, but there's 3 weeks of our schedule that are relatively easy. And if we could sit some offensive linemen, I don't know.
Yeah, how about the Giants, whoever, and then Giants again? There's 3 weeks.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's Giants.
It's like middle of the year.
Is it Giants? I forget who is in the middle, but I wouldn't be opposed to sitting some of the offensive line. They do not look healthy. Giants, Vikings, Giants, and the Vikings don't look great. I don't know. That's after the Broncos, so legitimately, I don't know.
And when is the bye?
9.
So what game do we play before the bye?
Let's see, 7, 8. Giants, Vikings, Giants,
and then bye.
Yeah, and then
all right. So you get to sit
game 5. Or wait, no.
Green Bay's on Monday night
after, and then the Lions. So fuck that.
Fuck. What a gauntlet of a schedule.
That doesn't make sense. Those games are 6 days apart. Are we sure it's week 9 and not week 8?
Could be week 8.
Okay, I think it's week 8 because I think it's in between the Giants and the Packers. Because there's 14 days in between those 2 games, and there's only 6 in between Packers Lions.
That makes sense.
I would imagine it's anyway. So if you go Giants and then into the bye, sit them during the Giants game, the second Giants game, depending on how we do in the Thursday night game against the Giants. If the Giants look, I mean, it is the Giants' defensive line, but I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass here, but I think that's, I don't know. I think that's that's our biggest issue on offense by far now is the offensive line and how the health of
potentially the play calling.
Yeah, that could be, yes. But that's more of that needs to be like a organizational change, not just like a, every week to week change, whatever. With Kevin Patullo.
I wanted my Italian brother to be great. He's not.
Not so far yet, at least.
He's
John,
a
I don't know if you had anything else about the Eagles, anything like that. But I would definitely move on to the Phils if you wanted to.
I think we're good to move on to the Phils.
I think we covered
what
we needed to cover with the Eagles.
Yeah. John, I'll let you lead on the Phils. You are our resident Phillies expert for sure.
All right. So I didn't see anything reported about the scrimmage tonight, but they sold 31,000 tickets, and I hope they didn't charge those people for parking, even though I'm sure they did.
Probably.
My friend was there, and she absolutely paid for parking.
Oh, so tickets were $10 and went to charity, and then what? You had to pay $25 to park? That's fucked up. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Philadelphia.
Yep. Gary thought maybe you went to the game.
He did think that.
Oh, no. It would have been fun, but I'm going to save my $20 towards maybe going Monday.
Yeah. Good point.
Last I checked, the Dodgers were up 8-2 going into the 8th inning.
Yep.
So it looks
on TV right now, and I thought the Reds were going to pull this one out. Maybe the way it started.
They were up 2-0 to start, and I was like, oh, good. We might have a 3-game series, so at least these guys don't get a couple days off too. But here we are. So as far as we played both these teams well. I wasn't really worried about whoever was going to come to Citizens Bank Park this weekend.
I'm not worried about the Dodgers.
Yeah, as far as the Dodgers went this year, we went 4-2 against them.
Yeah.
Run differential, they beat us by 1 run, but we got them where it counts. Blake Snell looks like a man possessed right now, so I am a little bit worried about him. We did not hit him well our last trip out to LA. I think we lost 5-0 that game. But the rest of the Dodgers pitching very gettable. Bullpen not scary. I know the Dodgers are talking about moving Ohtani there in case, and they get their weird rules with him batting and pitching. So
okay,
I think they can bring him out whenever. But I mean, how many times can they use him in a relief role going forward? But we're heading into probably Dodgers Phillies game 1 Saturday with Sanchez on the bump. I don't know if the Dodgers would have announced a starter yet at this point. I don't think so. They wouldn't have to. But yeah, the Phillies have handled Ohtani pretty well this season. It is a scary lineup, but
yes, sir.
Won the season series, and overall, I guess my biggest concern is how our bullpen's going to hold up and how the guys look after extended time off.
Yep.
And I'm sure Rob's going to shove Trey right back into the leadoff spot when we get back. And how is he going to? I know he played that last game of the season, but
but
won a batting title, missed 3 weeks at the end of the year. How's he going to look coming back after that? So those are my big concerns heading into the series. The Dodgers themselves are not them. I think we beat ourselves if we don't win the series.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think that's a really good take. I very much agree with our two biggest issues. Obviously, the bullpen is by far the biggest issue. I trust the closer, Duran, but I don't trust our mid-inning guys. On that note, I saw Lil Dicky was activated.
Why?
Pause. I don't really know why. But yeah, that worries me a little bit. But I don't know. I think that obviously the biggest worry for me is that we're cold with a week off.
It seems to happen.
Yeah, it seems to happen very recently. And I think that is what worries
me. I think the only team that overcame it was the Dodgers last year.
Yep.
Every other team with a bye had lost their series.
Yeah. So I think that really worries me. I actually like playing the game against each other just to at least, I don't know, I guess whatever. But I don't like charging for parking. The
lack of Wheeler is what's bothers me.
At the end of the day, the lack of Wheeler is the biggest issue in my opinion.
It fucks everything up
on the rotation. Everything up entirely because in a playoff rotation you can shorten it and have
especially the NL schedule this year. You only needed 3 pitchers.
Yeah, you can have Luzardo throw some for like a 5th to 8th inning game. You know what I mean? Like you can have these guys who you're not going to have as your big three. If you had, I guess, Wheeler, Sanchez, either Nola or Luzardo, or Ranger too. I mean, probably Wheeler, Sanchez, Ranger.
I think Rob's
We're
going
gonna
to
have Ranger coming back after his thigh contusion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
We're firing all cylinders, John.
Yeah, we are.
We're ready to go.
Yep.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very nervous, to say the least. Especially, I mean, I know the Dodgers, whatever. I agree with your statement about we beat ourselves, but I mean, I guess we're like Moe's in this way.
It is what we're best at.
Yeah, we're like Moe's. We're masturbators in that way. We beat ourselves a lot, I think, and that's unfortunate. I don't think I don't know. It worries me a lot, but who knows? We'll see.
The Diamondbacks didn't win. We lost.
Yeah, true. And as we're looking right now, it looks like very. I mean, there is a pivotal moment for the Reds.
Happened?
Bases loaded for the Reds right now, but.
They did this last night too, and they did.
Yeah, but they're gonna. I would imagine they're gonna blow it. I think he's a full count, if I can see that correctly. But moving on to the, is there anything else you wanted to talk about with the Phillies?
Hopefully, we're all still in good spirits when we record next week because
nothing happened.
I agree.
That was awesome.
I agree. Yep, and that's the Reds for you.
Way to go! Bases loaded.
Yeah.
Fuck yourself.
Damn. Well, moving on. Because we're probably going to play the Dodgers, to the 76ers, which I would like to touch on because they actually have the first game tomorrow, preseason game against the Knicks.
Yay, Curtis.
Which, yeah, I will be watching. It's at noon. So that is an interesting time for a basketball game. But
Saudi Arabia, or are they not there?
Nobody wants to watch the Sixers.
Yeah,
so they put it on at noon on a Thursday.
It's a preseason game.
Is it in Saudi Arabia, or did I make that up?
It might be. I didn't see any location listed.
Is that for real?
It. Yes.
That would be why I would guess the time is that. But
yeah. Let me see. I should know this. Sorry.
I should be looking it up while you're talking.
I could also have been looking at
Abu Dhabi. Yeah. So it'll be in Abu Dhabi. They have games on the 2nd and the 4th, which I will be watching both. Quentin Grimes signed today.
You seem pretty excited about that.
I'm very excited about that. It's the first thing that has excited me about the Sixers in a long time, honestly, in a year or two at this point. He was our best spark last year. He was looking for a max deal. Everybody in the NBA salary cap is ridiculous. So like nobody really has money at this point to sign people. But we got him for $8 million, a little over that, which is a steal. We need help in the front court. He can run like the 3 role for us. And I think he's very underrated. And I don't know. That was a very happy moment for me today. Cause I think with Paul George being out and Joel Embiid being out,
Paul George is out again?
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're out in whatever. He's hurt for at least a few games and he will be hurt for most of the season.
He's never going to play in many
His knees
games.
don't really exist anymore. Same with Embiid. So
why do we sign him?
Kind of fictional things at this point, but they're figments of the Sixers general manager's imagination. But guys like Kelly Oubre, Andre Drummond.
Sounds like Ryan Ellis for the Flyers. Anyway,
yeah.
Also, isn't Jared McCain injured?
He is. He
hurt his finger
a UCL injury, which is, I'm sure, very painful. I think it's in your thumb. So that probably sucks day to day. But it's the Sixers curse. But yeah, our front court needs to step up. Kelly Oubre, Andre Drummond, and Quentin Grimes now.
Oh man, that sounds like a championship team there.
Yeah, right there, championship, right?
All those names, I know them. Not really.
One of the craziest things that I saw this weekend is Tyrese Maxey is heading into, what year would you guess Tyrese Maxey is heading into right now?
5.
6.
Man, I was close.
You were close. I thought 4. And I was like, year 6. Holy
He
cow.
was young when he came in.
He was. He is still very young. He's I believe he's like 24.
Jesus.
Yeah, 20. almost 25. Yeah.
So he was like 18 when he came in?
19. So I think he's 25, 19 when he
He was just a young boy with hair in his face and he couldn't see.
Yep. And then now he's a young boy with cornrows. So he looks really cool in the
he can see so good and he
Iverson
can
jersey.
score all the
He's
points.
so cool and good. I love Tyrese Maxey, but Maxey, Grimes, Oubre, Paul George. If Embiid can get healthy, Embiid, VJ Edgecombe. I don't know. It doesn't sound great.
You sound very hopeful.
Yeah.
I don't know. VJ Edgecombe, I guess.
VJ Edgecombe is a rookie. I think he'll be a great player.
From everything I hear, and I don't hear that much because I don't pay attention, but he seems like people like him and he's good.
His nickname is the Generator because his family had to live off of a generator for most of his childhood. They were very poor. He's a first-generation immigrant, I believe. I really like him so far. He played his ass off in the summer league. You can guess what happened in the summer league.
Did he get injured?
He got hurt. It's a Sixers classic, but yeah.
I've seen this movie before.
I've seen it every year for like 15 years now. But I'm cautiously optimistic for the beginning of the season. I'm just excited to see Edgecombe play. I'm excited to see Maxey play. I think Maxey's going to be Maxey. I hope Embiid will play at some point.
At least like 12 games, please.
At least I was going to say 18 games. That would be my hope, like 18 to 20 games.
What's even the point? But okay.
I mean,
start asking a stupid question on air, but isn't there like an NBA rule that they have to play so much?
63 games to be eligible for awards or all-pro teams or all-star games. I believe it's 63 games. It's just to be eligible.
So it's not even like a thing?
Yeah, it's just to be eligible for awards. Because
if you pay 12 games, you can't.
You know that they basically, in my opinion, because I'm a Philly fan, they instituted that rule because Embiid won the MVP and played 65 games or something like that. So they made it. I forget what it was, but I'm pretty sure they just made it because Embiid would get hurt, but still win the scoring title because he just was putting up
dominant
32
when he was in
game.
there.
Yeah, putting up 32, 12, and 3 a game, which is insane. And with 4 assists, but yeah.
See, I thought they instituted something that you couldn't rest the player because people were paying their money to come watch nobody play.
I think that's a thing too.
That's a thing, but they just made it a way you have to register injuries and have them, so it's not you can't rest someone for rest that. They outlawed that.
So you can just kind of make up he tweaked his hamstring.
That's what people always say. Tweaked his hamstring. That's the NBA. Yeah, that's
I could be an NBA GM right now.
Yeah, I was watching the Pat McAfee show the other day, and he goes, "Oh yeah, the tweaked hamstring thing in the NBA," and I was like, "Yeah, that's." But yeah, no, they made it so you can't be eligible for because in the NBA, and this is a very big tangent, but contract and much like the NFL, but a little more, way more financially, whatever. There's a lot more financial momentum behind making an all-pro team or an all-star team. Mm-hmm. If you're a first-team All-NBA, you qualify for a $60 million more max contract over 7 years, something like that. So it's there are a lot of financial incentives. So they didn't, because Embiid qualified for the Supermax while playing no games, basically, because he made all these teams and stuff. There's a lot, and other players, Kawhi Leonard. But yeah, Paul George. Actually,
what a fuck show the NBA is.
The NBA is an absolute
Hey, if you're poor, you only need to watch highlights anyway. It's fine.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what he. It's not true.
Oh, their commissioner said this.
The commissioner said it, and it's not fucking true. If you actually want to watch basketball, you should watch the whole game.
Oh,
I know it sucks, but you got to watch the whole game. Watch college basketball if you really want to watch good basketball. But anyway, I'm excited for the Sixers, I guess.
It doesn't sound. This whole rant didn't sound like you were excited at all.
I'm excited for Quentin Grimes, VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, whenever McCain gets back.
How far has your
And all 4 of those guys play 3 positions, so they can't start at
You're
once.
just making excuses for the Sixers right now.
Oh,
you don't want to. You don't really want to be excited for that.
I'm not making excuses. They're not going to make the playoffs, in my opinion. But unless Embiid's healthy for half the year.
You're saying you're excited for that because that's the best you can do.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. I'm excited because I don't know. Basketball is coming back soon, and I like basketball.
Okay.
At its core.
Yay, basketball!
I do like it a lot. So
we're only at 39 minutes, guys.
Okay, that's not too bad. Do we want to talk about last week's slate of games? I didn't make too many notes, but I had a few things.
I'm gonna step away and use the little boys' room.
All right, sounds good.
You and John can canoodle.
I can talk about our results from picking games last week.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
Josh wanted to be here for this.
I guess
it
Josh
wasn't
is
great.
here for this, so I can go on a little bit of unless you had, I can start with some games from last week if you wanted to save that.
No, we can talk about games. Yeah.
So, Seahawks Cardinals, boring game in my opinion. Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray just are not good. And it's funny how most quarterback wide receivers, when they're struggling, will like scream at each other on the bench, look at least excited, like, not excited, but like animated. They both just sit on the bench and stare into the like void. The team looks checked out. I don't think Kyler Murray likes playing football, genuinely. Like, I feel like he should have picked baseball. I just think I don't know. I'm out on them. Jonathan Gannon hasn't established shit there culture-wise. I like their roster generally, but they don't win shit. I don't know.
Late in the game, they mounted a comeback, and like Marvin Harrison made some good plays, but
True.
he just hasn't been consistent enough to like think that's who he is as a player.
I don't think he gets consistent separation. Like, I just don't. I think he is a good, like, occasionally incredibly good. Like, he had some good games his rookie year, but I just consistently, he doesn't get separation the way that the top end guys do. I don't know.
You don't got that dog in him.
I think he's a little too big. Like, I think 6'4", like he's a little over. I just don't think he's like quick. And I don't know what it is. His dad was what, like 5'11", 6 foot. Like, Marvin Harrison Sr. was a smaller guy for the wide receiver position, obviously. Like,
I don't know if he was that short, but
I believe let me look that up so I'm not talking out of my ass, but I think he was. Yeah, 6 feet. So he's listed at 6 feet. Oh shit, that's probably really loud. 6
glad
feet.
you washed your hands though, man.
Yeah, sure. At least he washed his hands. Sorry, podcast. Yeah, 5'11" and 7/8, so 6 feet.
The Friends and Clean Boy podcast.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so he was 5'11" and 7/8, so I'll give him 6 foot. But yeah, his dad was a lot more, able to get separation. I don't know. I just don't really see it from him.
Especially.
I don't know. And Kyler Murray Kyler Murray gets no flack for being a number 1 overall pick and being garbage, in my opinion, at this point. Pedestrian at best.
Wasn't he with the highest paid quarterback at one point?
Yes. I don't know.
Yeah, before the next round of quarterbacks came.
Yeah, exactly. But
so got it before they got real obnoxious.
But is it because he's in Arizona? Like, nobody really cares down there.
That's probably a lot of it.
Like, he never gets the flack that like Jalen Hurts gets, who was like a 2nd round pick who was ascended to this. I don't know.
Well, Philadelphia is hard on their sports teams.
That's true. But I mean, the media in general are dickheads. But yeah. So anyway, that was my only notes for there. I like Will Johnson a lot. I know he went to a bad school, but he's a stud. I think the Cardinals have some pieces, but I just don't think that. Just looks like
they have more pieces of shit than pieces.
Yeah, they need a fucking coach is what they need. I think Jonathan Gannon is not a head coach.
No.
He's a very
mid defensive
coordinator that got boosted by like an incredibly deep Eagles defense that went on a nice run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, going on to Ireland.
Yeah, moving on to Ireland, to the home country for at least 2 out of 3 of us. Josh? A little bit?
There's
no
a little
Irish
bit for me.
Okay. I'm like 15%.
A little bit.
Would you like some more?
I was waiting for that joke.
I have a lot more freckles than 15%. But yeah, if you want some more Irish in you, we can, that would be a later activity. But
M7, the X-rated
version. Yeah, the X-rated version.
XXX7.
The Vikings, how did the Vikings win 13 games last year? They did not. I know that Carson Wentz is starting, but that's
it.
Like, barely. I mean,
they're starting Carson Wentz and McCarthy.
Yeah, but they hung in there with the Steelers. But
to be fair, Carson Wentz had flashes of looking awesome.
But that's Carson Wentz.
He also had those flashes of like
Oh yeah,
Bro,
welcome
you
back
held
to
on.
Carson Wentz.
You held on to that ball 5 minutes too long.
He looks sometimes like a high school quarterback, and sometimes he looks like an NFL Hall of Famer.
Yeah, everybody thinks Jalen Hurts holding the ball too long, and then you watch Carson Wentz, and you're like,
God.
oh boy.
And when T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith are chasing you, get the ball out. But the Steelers might cruise to a division, like an easy division win with Joe Burrow and Lamar out for multiple weeks, and the Browns being the Browns. So that was my other takeaway from that game. They don't look that good, but I think they're good enough with enough veteran leadership between Tomlin and Rodgers that they'll win like 11 games. I haven't really looked at their schedule, but 10, 11 games and win the division, which I don't know. I don't know. That's maybe a bold prediction, but I think they'll win enough. They haven't even played the Browns yet, right? And so they have 2 Browns games. So there's probably 2 wins.
Those games might be messy with how good the Browns.
Actually, that's true. The AFC North is a interesting. Any in-conference game, in-division games are in-division games are difficult, I will say, no matter what. So, because you know the other team way better. But I don't know. I think Steelers look like they're probably going to win the division, which I don't know. I don't know if you had any thoughts on that, but.
Which game are we at now?
We are now at the Falcons-Commanders game, which I do have a good amount of thoughts on because I did watch this entire game with my mom. After the Eagles game, I pulled it up for her. I will not say where, but FBI, don't get too angry. But
that's all right.
It's okay. That's why I pay for that NFL Plus subscription.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it was on my NFL Plus subscription. So for the Falcons-Commanders game, my mom, for reference, is a Commanders fan. Unfortunately, she's from Virginia. She cannot help that, unfortunately, from DC. But Bijan Robinson is not obviously close in terms of whatever. Like, I'm always going to pick Saquon 10 times out of 10. But he is the closest thing to Saquon in the league. He looks like a wide receiver 2 or 3, and then is just a freak athlete as well. Penix looked better. He bounced back for sure. Mariota did not have a revenge game. He held on the ball for way too long.
Mariota is garbage.
Yeah, I think in the last podcast, at least one of us, maybe me, predicted that he might have a revenge game. I think that was me that said that.
I think
it did not happen. The Commanders look old. I will say that. They are the oldest roster in the league, and they look slow and old for the first time that I've watched them this year. I think Jaden Daniels really needs to come back.
And not having Jaden Daniels in there.
And Terry McLaurin. They didn't have Terry McLaurin.
Oh, really?
Or Jaden Daniels. I unfortunately started Terry McLaurin on my fantasy football team. I still won, I believe, but I did not score as many points as I should have, and I did not win in the overall points way. But I don't know if John, if you watched any of the Falcons Commanders game, but Jaden Daniels and McLaurin need to come.
No, I mean, I did not. I did not go back and watch this one. Just box score watching, it is, I guess, good to see Michael Penix kind of turn it around. I am rooting for that kid for whatever reason.
I agree.
I don't have a good reason either.
I don't either.
I want him to do well. He
seems like a good guy.
He looks like he could be fun to watch.
Yeah.
I remember watching that bowl game where he was getting the ever living shit kicked out of him by, I believe, Ohio State.
Yes.
And he just battled through that whole game. And this is why I hate Cam Ward too, because he took himself out of a bowl game after he broke the career passing touchdowns record, and Michael Penix was out there with probably broken ribs, giving it all. But I can't really add any more insight to this game than you already have.
Same.
Yeah, I mean,
they did say Jaden Daniels is going to play this week. He's listed as full participant in practice.
There you go. Words.
So, words. He was out on the field doing the football.
Yeah, there you go. That's all that really matters. It's the best ability is availability. But no, Jaden Daniels being back is huge. Watching it with a Commanders fan who I love, even though I hate the Commanders, was just depressing because she was just like, this team sucks without Daniels. And I was like, yeah, I mean, yes, they don't. And honestly, even with Daniels, they don't really scare me. I don't know. They just look.
I mean,
old,
Daniels
like I
hasn't
said.
been on the field enough, but he doesn't have that Daniels magic this year.
We'll see. But I would
at the moment
so far.
anyway.
Yeah, at the moment, I'd be willing to agree. Bills, Saints, and Lions, Browns. We can kind of cruise through. They were both blowouts, rightfully.
Boo! I got that one wrong.
Yeah,
Your poor team, Josh.
The Bills are the best team in the AFC. I don't think it's really close.
They
right
might be
now.
the best team.
They might
and
be
that'd
the
be
best
the end
team
of the
in NFL.
sentence you need to say.
It's I mean, it's. I think it's us or them. I mean, record-wise, we're the two undefeated teams, but the Bills are. I don't know. They're really, really good. The Saints are really playing awfully, but their roster, it's bad. I don't know if it's like it's pretty bad actually. The more I think.
Who's the quarterback right now?
It's still Spencer Rattler. I
Spencer
believe.
Rattler.
That's all you need to know.
I don't think they're going to go to Shuck, which I guess you just let Spencer Rattler struggle because you don't want to put Shuck in and like ruin his career. And Spencer Rattler's career is already over as a starter, I would imagine, after this year. So I would imagine it absolutely is over after this year as a starter, if not like next week. In terms of on those lines, I don't know if anybody had anything about the Bills and the Saints, but
no, it was what it should have been.
Yeah, exactly what I thought would happen happened. I mean, they were
Saints put up more points than I thought.
They put up 19, I believe, and they were up early, but it wasn't, or they were close early, but it just got away from them. John, anything about that game before I move to Lions Browns?
No, that game was what it was.
Yeah,
it had to be. It was on the schedule. It had to be played.
So yeah, true. Speaking of games that were on the schedule, had to be played, and backs being benched. The Lions-Browns game. Amon-Ra St. Brown looked awesome, per usual. Jared Goff looked very good as Jared Goff looks. Flacco looked terrible and is now sat for Dylan Gabriel. So I had one thing that I want to talk about this. That's a random thing, but if anybody had any points on the whole game.
No, you're good. I haven't even – this game hasn't really even crossed my path other than the Lions won and they should have.
In a expected fashion, I guess. Yeah.
The big news coming out today is that Shador is still QB3 on the depth chart, if that's where you're going with this.
That's exactly where I'm going with this.
So, wait, it's Tyler Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
Oh, wow.
So,
fuck me.
Dylan Gabriel.
Sorry, he went to a shitty school.
Yeah. Dylan Gabriel is starting this week. And what I was talking about earlier when we brought up the A.J. Brown audio issues, Shedeur Sanders was asked what he thought about it. And instead of answering, and you can find this on Twitter, maybe we can put this up on Twitter in a second. Instead of answering the question, he decided to just mime an answer. So if I was going to mime an answer, I'd be like, just like moving your mouth, not talking, not saying anything. I don't know what's like wrong with him. If he's like mentally 15 years old or what's going on, he just continues to embarrass himself, frankly. And I don't know. I thought, I was like, okay, this is overblown. Like, I'm sure he acted like a bit of a jackass in the interviews, but this is overblown. And the more that I see him, the more that it comes out, like, I don't know. He just seems like an idiot. And frankly, I think Dion is one of the best athletes of all time. Potentially.
Well, that's like the problem. You watch your dad do this growing up.
Yep.
But like he could.
He could, and you can't. You're a great athlete, an amazing athlete. You're a Division I starting quarterback who won multiple games. You're a freak athlete when it comes to the general population, but you are not that in the NFL. And your dad is like the best corner of all time, in my opinion, maybe top 3 at the very least. Like, I don't know. I think that was insane. And obviously the other big news is Lamar being hurt when Shedeur Sanders decided to turn down the Ravens drafting him to go to the Browns. So now he's going to be a bench player to another rookie on the Browns instead of potentially coming in and starting for the Ravens this week, which would have, him or Cooper Rush.
So we can talk about it when we get to the Ravens, but God, do they have to fix they changed their whole entire offense.
We have to, I have a lot of points about that, but just wanted to quickly wrap up the Shedeur thing with just I just think joke of a situation. I just don't trust Shedeur in any capacity to be mature enough to lead like $1 billion organization, essentially. I don't know. I just find the whole thing like very funny. And I think honestly, and this is, not an original take, I don't think, but I think he'll be out of the league in 2-3 years and be a social media guy. Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Be a social media guy, or like a rapper or something. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just don't see it mentally. It's not even in play wise too. Like, I think he's undersized, not that good of an arm. I don't know. I just don't see it. And this type of behavior as a NFL player is insane to mimic. And like, I don't know. You can do this if you're a wide receiver, if you're a corner, you're a quarterback, man. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, you need your guys to go to war for you. Like,
yeah. And joking around.
Answer a fucking question.
Also, he has the Tim Tebow rookie haircut, the bowl, and then cornrows in the middle of it. His hair looks terrible. But anyway, that's a whole different point. Moving on to the Patriots-Panthers. The Patriots kind of beat the brakes off the Panthers. I don't know if anybody had any thoughts on that or if we wanted to run the Shedeur thing.
We can run it if you want.
Yeah, we want to run it real quick just to provide some visuals for our audience.
That's what we're here for. We're here for the visuals. Look at us.
Yeah, look how handsome we are. On that note, I am going to hit the bathroom while we run that. But if anybody had anything on Patriots, Panthers, or the Giants, Chargers, those were my next two while I hit the head real quick.
All right, let's see what this Shedeur thing is. This is my first time seeing it, so.
It's wild.
I hate him already. Wow. Have you seen this, John?
Yeah, I mean,
it's ridiculous.
It's just how a professional acts,
I guess. He's a 5th-round pick, and he's got to do everything he needs to do to be like a starter.
Yeah, so like even if you're never the future of the Browns, like other teams are going to see this shit and be like, we don't need to get involved with this guy.
That made me angry.
Yep. So it also made me not angry because I've seen enough of him. I saw the clip of Cam Ward and him working out where he's like, bro, we got to do a song together. I also hate his voice. He sounds like an idiot. But anyway, that's my own personal. He's like, bro, we got to do a song together. And Cam Ward's like, no, I play football. I don't make songs. He says, when you Google me, it's going to say Cam Ward, American football player. Like, I don't know. I just think Shedeur is like a goofball. And like, I get it. Like, as a comparison, Bronny James, not maybe the most talented kid in the NBA, certainly one of the bottom 10 players in the NBA, probably the worst right now, but works hard, practices, not ever like a jackass in the media. Like, there's just such a difference between being like, I don't know. I just think he seems like a humble kid for coming up as the son of a billionaire and one of the most famous people ever. Like, I don't know. I just think there's like and I was watching Chris Long talk about Shedeur, and I was like, oh, there's someone that could actually talk about it, like the son of a Hall of Famer, and a humble guy in general. But I don't know. I just think in general, it's just what an idiot.
Yeah, he's ruined whatever future he had in the league.
Still running over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop it.
He is running. He's ruining whatever future he could have with any other team too, because I don't think his future is going to be with the Browns in general. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't really think he's going to have any future in the NFL, but I'm sure we've talked ad nauseum about that. Moving on, as we said, to the Patriots-Panthers. Drake May looked very legit and has looked legit.
Damn, 42-13. That's the first time I'm seeing that.
Yeah. It was a routing, and I watched mostly highlights of it on, again, the Pat McAfee show, shout out, but because they have a Patriots fan on there. Drake May looks legit. They moved Steph Diggs to the slot, and he's been balling this week at least, which changed the offense. I don't know if they did that last week. I didn't really tune into that game against the Raiders, but I don't know. I think Vrabel is a great head coach. I think Drake May looks legit. I think I like Ramondre Stevenson. I think they're building an offensive line, and they need some more wide receivers and tight ends and all that, but defense looks solid. I mean, the Panthers are really bad as well. That's part of this. Yeah. The Panthers have talent, at least on the defensive side. J.C. Horn is talented.
Forgot about him.
Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, is very talented. Taylor Moton and Ikem Ekwonu are solid offensive tackles. I just don't think Canales and Bryce Young, I just don't see it. And I wonder if Canales is going to be one of the first coaches fired because it hasn't been good. And last year, McDaniels stole a win. He did. But McDaniels is probably also going to get those two guys in general. I think are my picks for the first coaches out this year. I know I was talking about the Titans head coach, but as we said, he is a rookie head coach or a rookie quarterback. So you get at least I think a year of a leash for that. But Canales, I don't know. I believed in him a lot going into this year. I was higher on the Panthers. And they really just, I thought
they were going to, I thought Bryce Young was maybe going to build off of how he ended last year.
I think they signed Trevon Mayrig to the safety who I like. He was a Raider last year and he's always like solid, but they overpaid him. I don't know. I love David Tepper. I went to class in Tepper Hall at Pitt. I love him because he went to a great school, but he seems like an asswipe outside of that. So
okay, I was going to say that organization is not going to be good until they get a new ownership.
Yeah, I believe he went to Pitt. He the least is from Pittsburgh and donated enough to. Yep, it's from Pittsburgh.
So just so you know, for you guys,
yeah, he went to Pitt and Carnegie Mellon.
An hour, if that means anything.
There we go. I think we're right on pace. Okay. But he went to Pitt and Carnegie Mellon. So shout out to my uncle and my cousin. Both one's currently at Carnegie Mellon and the other is a Carnegie Mellon alum. And he went to a great school, but he is a douchebag and he is a bad NFL owner. So unfortunately, I think they just need to clean house. I don't know if anybody had any other. Ted McMillan, I think, is a that picture of the Lamborghini parked in the really ghetto house. That's Ted McMillan right now. I know John.
For sure.
Yeah, I know John.
I'm a big Ted McMillan guy. Honestly, what they should have did was keep Adam Thielen because Xavier Legette is fucking terrible.
Xavier Legette might be the worst starting wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Oh yeah,
I've watched like crazy lowlights because
did I send you guys the clip of him with like 10 feet to get 2 feet down and he just like casually walked out of bounds and it wasn't a catch?
He has no awareness of his feet. He's not that athletic.
I'm not aware of that clip.
He's like obviously not as jacked, but he's like a kind of AJ Brown build type. Like that's his like general, like he's like 6'2", kind of like stronger guy, whatever.
Okay.
And obviously he's not AJ, but clearly. But he has no awareness of where his feet are. He's not overly fast. He doesn't really get separation. He doesn't attack the ball. He kind of lets it come to him instead of reaching his hands out to get it. Like there's just a lot of like fundamental things where you took that guy in, I think it was the early second round, right?
I think it was a first round pick.
Was he a first round pick?
I thought he was the 33rd overall pick because they traded that year's pick to the Bears, right?
I'm never going to doubt you when you say something about a draft, but I swear he was a first round pick.
He might have been 132. So they might have traded back.
What was his name?
Xavier Legette. Legexavier. Yeah. Legette. I believe he was like 2-1, but I could be wrong about that. But either way, he was like high second round, low first round, something like that. And it has not worked out.
First round, 32nd pick.
Okay, yeah. So,
but yeah,
wait. Did the Dolphins might have lost their pick that year because of the Brian Flores thing?
B-Flow.
Yeah, either way, it doesn't matter. Around that range, bad pick, clearly. And I like Xavier Legette. I think he's funny. His accent is insane. Josh, I think you've heard his accent. I know John has. The South Carolina accent is crazy. I can't understand that accent at all. I wore a Beaufort, South Carolina t-shirt, random note, to work, and people were talking to me about that. And I was like, yeah, Xavier Leggett. It's that accent. That's just like that country, whatever. It's deep South, even though it's only South Carolina. But moving on to a guy from the actual deep South, Malik Neighbors got hurt in the Giants-Chargers game.
Oh, can we talk about that game when you're done?
Oh yeah, no, that's we're gonna talk about that game right now.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm excited about that game.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I did say the Giants were due for a win, and they are.
They are.
They were.
And they got one.
I got that one right.
I knew. I had multiple friends at the game, so I saw multiple angles of a lot of the touchdowns on my various Instagram and Snapchat stories. Jackson Dart looks like at least a solid quarterback. I will say the Giants defensive line, as I think I said, I hope I said on one of the first or second episodes, might be the best in the league.
It has to be.
It has to be with Dexter Lawrence,
Abdul Carter, baby.
Yeah, Abdul Carter is.
Put it away, John.
Yeah,
John. I know why you're not on camera.
But Abdul Carter, Jihad Campbell, those might be the two competitors for DROY, or DROTY. But what's his name? Brian Burns. Brian Burns is so underrated. I saw Chris Long was like, he's a sneaky defensive player of the year candidate.
He's spent his whole career on two shit teams.
True, but he's made a great amount of money and sacked a lot of quarterbacks. So I guess, I don't know. I give him credit because he hasn't really, I mean, I guess he played alongside Derek Brown in his early years and now alongside Dexter Lawrence. So he has had some help with whatever, but I don't know. The Giants looked good. The Chargers have no offensive tackles. Joe Alt is out, and Rashawn Slater has been out all year. So I think the Commanders should beat them next week, honestly, even though the Commanders' pass rush is very pedestrian. But, I think Neighbors will really hurt being out in the future. Is Wan'Dale Robinson, I guess, is your wide receiver one now?
That smells like fear.
Yeah.
I just wonder if that injury happened last week. Jackson Dart never sees the field this year just to protect himself. But
I agree.
You're just gonna throw him in the fire now, guys.
Although Saints next week. So, but if your wide receiver one is 5'8", 185 pounds, I don't really know what. I don't know. Like you can be.
Well, I know I'm picking for that game.
Yeah. I might be joining you honestly this week. But I think. I think the Giants, as much as, I hate the Giants. I don't hate Cam Scadaboo and Jackson Dart. They're not my least favorite players. And Abdul Carter is a monster and will be an Eagle one day, I hope. It seems like
you both need to knock it off.
Dude, I think
he's coming, dude.
Custom jersey, man. He had a custom Eagles jersey.
I hope you're right. I really hope you're right.
The same way that I think
I
John,
hope you're not setting yourself up for failure and sadness.
So I think when John was kind of jokingly, but a little serious, saying like Micah would be an Eagle, I was like, I don't think so. Abdul Carter, absolutely. I'd be willing to bet on it that he would be an Eagle at some point in his career. Maybe it'll be the last few years in his career, but I think he will be an Eagle at some point.
I would also take this bet.
Yeah. He seems like a real Eagles fan.
Okay.
But anyway, that's a very whatever point. It's a moot point at this point. But Texans, Titans, two worst offensive lines in the league playing each other outside of maybe the Bengals. Oh, we're not making picks yet. This happened.
Okay.
Wait, who'd you say?
Give me the Texans.
Oh, they won. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
They shut the Titans out. The Titans scored 0 points, I believe. So
I forgot. I thought picking.
Cam Ward is doomed with this roster if he doesn't get any help. The CJ Stroud wins one. And I think last week we talked about CJ Stroud and Caleb Williams interaction. People were joking this week that CJ Stroud walked up to Cam Ward, dapped him up, and just turned around and darted out of there because he didn't want, that to happen again. And Cam Ward was standing there like, I could use some advice right now, which is very funny that it flips the other way. But the Texans are not going to win over 5 games with that offensive line. They're terrible, but they beat an even worse team somehow. I really do think the head coach gets fired, whether at the end of this year or next year. I don't think Brian Callahan is the move for them in the future, but I don't know if you guys had any thoughts on this game.
No, their head coach sounds like a dickhead and an asshole.
I don't know. The Titans head coach, D'Amico Ryans, is a great head coach.
Why did they get rid of Vrabel? Vrabel would at least have this team competitive.
The ownership is bad down there too. Similar to the Panthers or the Jets. They just don't have good owners. And thank God for Jeffrey Lurie. But
yeah, look at everything former general management gave the Eagles from Tennessee. So
true.
Yep.
True.
We fleeced them. Moving on.
Pretty sure Trayvon Burks isn't even on that team anymore.
Traylon, yeah.
No, he's gone.
He's
where is he? Is he just not anywhere?
That's a good question. I'm gonna Google that one.
Google it.
I thought
I would Google it, but it's not gonna be naked, so.
Oh, he is. He's still on the Titans.
Oh, okay. Injured reserve?
Yeah.
I thought they let him go.
Oh, shit, they stashed him.
Good shit. He's on injured reserve. Because I believe his rookie contract is still, so if they cut him, it's still like a net loss for them. So why not just, why not? Maybe he'll do something someday. Not.
What's next?
Rams Colts, which was I have a lot to say about this game.
Strap in, guys.
Well, not a lot. Not for me because I'm incredibly way too verbose. But the Adonai Mitchell dropped a ball. I don't know if anybody saw this. Maybe we can pull up a highlight of it. He dropped a ball on the 1 yard line, and it fumbled out of the back of the end zone. So he had a touchdown that he dropped, and then Jonathan Taylor.
Crazy effort to get to the end zone.
Yep.
Mind you, if you didn't see this, Josh.
Yes. Broke multiple tackles, amazing play, and then started to celebrate and just bobble it out of the back of the end zone. And Jonathan Taylor had a somewhat late game, 75-yard run, and it got called back on a holding call on Adonai Mitchell. So he's already kind of buried on the Colts wide receiver depth chart. It's Pittman, Downs, Pierce. And then I believe Mitchell, and they have another guy, but I'm blanking on his name. But I don't know. That was those were costly, and they lost by a touchdown. I think these are both very good teams. Indianapolis Jones, as I like to call him.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Trailer Park Boys again. But Indianapolis Jones finally looks like a
competent quarterback.
Yeah,
then some.
No, but this game he did not look as.
No, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't watch.
I believe he threw 2 interceptions, at least one. So he looked pretty pedestrian again, not pedestrian, but top 15, which is still great, or top 20, which is still great.
I mean, look where he came from. So
yeah, he came from being what I thought was one of the worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Not ever, but definitely in the NFL a few years ago. But I don't know. I don't know if anybody had any thoughts. This game was a interesting one. I think they're both solid teams, aside from that, very different from the Texans Titans. But yeah.
So I think I found the play you're talking about here.
I hope we don't get copyright struck by the NFL. But
what fucking money are we making?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, do you see what people put on Twitter and stuff?
Exactly.
This is not Twitter. You can put anything on Twitter.
That's true. I've seen way too much on Twitter. But moving on to, unless anybody had any.
Do you want to play that?
Might as well
thingy.
Puka Nacua might he looks like the offensive player of the year through 4 games, I would say. He's balling out, especially with Jefferson, Chase, and AJ dealing with, Jefferson and Chase dealing with injured quarterbacks,
Watching
and AJ
the famous drop right now,
dealing with Kevin Patullo.
All right, this is the first time I'm seeing it.
Okay,
he did pretty good until there.
Until he I don't know.
Oh boy,
yeah,
what a piece of shit.
It reminds me of Deshaun Jackson dropping the ball on the 1 yard
line. Wait, they called it a touchdown.
No, they review it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they have to review it. So
and it goes back because he dropped it on legitimately the 1.5 yard line.
Remember when Deshaun Jackson did that?
That's
Nobody said
what I just said, dude.
Oh.
He dropped it. And my dad was a football coach. Of all the fucking, oh my God, did we talk about that?
Oh my God,
we talked about that probably 100 times. He was like, "You never would drop the ball on the 1 yard. You run it through."
I would just hold that shit until the game was over.
Yeah, legitimately. But again, that's the wide receiver confidence. Like it's gonna happen. I don't know, but at the same time,
that was cool.
Yeah. So then he also got a holding call on Jonathan Taylor's big breakaway running touchdown that would have put them up. So bad week for him. I think he'll bounce back. He was a first round pick last year. I think so. Maybe second round, somewhere around there. But yeah, or no, they would not have had a high second round pick. So he was a low first round pick, I believe, last year. I think he'll bounce back, but yeah, bad week for him. I don't know if anybody had anything else in that game.
John, I think Rams defense continues to look imposing.
Yep.
Yeah, they look good.
Look down and saw the night Mitchell play. Yeah, you can tell by his reaction right away. He knew he fucking dropped that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You what a piece of shit.
Yeah, that sucks. Moving on to the Jaguars 49ers. I will say one thing. Two things. Jaguars defense is amazing. It looks so good through 4 weeks. I watched a lot of this game for whatever reason, and I don't know. They look really good. I really like Brian Thomas Jr. I'm like a closeted LSU fan, so I like BTJ. But yeah, I think
Trevor Lawrence is really bad at football.
Trevor Lawrence is terrible at football, but Travis Etienne is very good at football.
Sure is.
And Brian Thomas Jr. is also very good at football. So if they get a competent quarterback in there, if Liam Cohen can convince whatever his name is, not Shaka Khan, Shad Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Shad Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Yeah, Shaka Khan. If he can convince the great Kali just kidding, Shad Khan to trade Trevor Lawrence, do whatever with him to get him off the salary of the books and get a competent quarterback in there. I mean, that offense has potential, and the defense is. I mean, Josh Hines Allen looks awesome. What's his name? I'm missing the name, but their linebacker is very, very good. I just think that defense looks great. I think they stole a win against a good 49ers team, but I don't think. I think if they can get it together with the quarterback position, it won't be stealing wins in the future. It'll be very definite wins. I don't know. Josh, any thoughts?
I agree. Jacksonville sucks. Their defense is pretty good.
Trevor Lawrence in general, just
Josh Allen. The cool Josh Allen is good.
Both
must be something with the name.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, weird to change your name to Josh Hines Allen. That's kind of
think
stupid.
he got tired of being compared to
True,
Josh
but
Allen.
I mean, he's pretty good too. I feel like they're both. I mean, I guess Josh Allen is the best quarterback probably in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
he has unseated Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion.
I would say this year and last year he unseated Mahomes for me because obviously last year MVP.
Mahomes got the championships and the wins,
but I think overall talent-wise,
talent-wise,
put Josh Allen on those Chief teams, holy cow! But yeah, I don't know.
Put Josh Allen on the Eagles. AJ Brown will be so happy.
Yeah, Saquon.
I'm going to start that.
Saquon would not be happy at all. I never get the ball. Just throw the ball 50 times a game.
I mean, Cook gets the ball pretty good.
Yeah, Cook gets the ball, but I feel like I guess Saquon's a burst runner too, so maybe it'll work out. But Cook has this long. I don't know.
Anyway,
they just paid Cook. They got to feed him, but that's a different story. Yeah, we can move on.
Moving on to the Chiefs Ravens, which I know John had something he definitely wanted to talk about it, and I do as well. But I'm sure it's along the same lines. John, I don't know what you thought of this game.
I'm very surprised how this played out. I'm surprised that the Ravens defense is as bad as it is this year.
Same.
Derrick Henry's still not looking great.
That was my point.
He's fucking me.
The Ravens defense is terrible, but yeah, that was my whole thing. But yeah.
And then, if we just want to get into it, roster construction standpoint wise, why the fuck do you sign a guy like Cooper Rush when your starting quarterback's probably like one of the most athletic?
Yep.
And honestly, I think more. I don't know where I'd rank him in top 5 quarterbacks, but the most fun to watch play quarterback maybe because he's so unorthodox. And then you get like the most vanilla pocket passer to back him up in case anything were to happen.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, what were they thinking?
I don't really understand that. I guess I think their plan was clearly to draft Shedeur Sanders. Not that he's like that athletic level, but at least he can move a little bit more than.
I'm sure they could get him if they really wanted him.
Yeah, well, that's true too. But I don't. At this point, I think they're happy. I think they're counting their lucky stars that he turned down their draft pick offer at this point. But which a draft pick offer is. This is exactly why. That's the problem in 3 words right there. Like, it's not an offer; it's a blessing.
You just get drafted.
yeah, whatever. But that's the whole thing. But the Ravens defense is terrible. Lamar being out and Patrick Henry, Jesus, I was thinking of Pat Ricard, but Derrick Henry being not Derrick Henry. This team, I don't know, they're going nowhere fast. And I think, as we said, Cooper Rush is a statue, and I don't really think.
Yeah, Derrick Henry can't carry you. The receivers and even Mark Andrews at this point aren't built to carry you down the field at this point.
Zay Flowers. I mean, I like Zay Flowers, but not as a stud wide receiver 1. Like, I really think he's a solid wide receiver 2 on most teams. And I don't know who else they have. I know they have Mark Andrews. I haven't really seen
I was just saying Mark Andrews,
or throughout the year do anything.
Bateman's still there, I think.
Yeah, and whatever.
yeah,
it's Rashad Bateman.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm Mahomes looks like Mahomes again in that game. But I think it's one of the worst defenses in the league right now, which is crazy because they've spent a lot of money on defense. They have a lot of Roquan Smith. I know he's been.
Yeah, they got a lot of talented names on defense.
Madu BK, who's been hurt for most of this, or at least the last week, and hurt this week. But I don't know. They have Kyle Van Noy's been hurt, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah. How Kyle Van Noy is a 35-year-old pass rusher. Like, if he gets hurt and your defense is terrible, then that's not going to be I don't know. I don't know. Wondering if we can move on to Bears Raiders, or
sure.
If anyone had anything else about, again, the Shedeur thing is hilarious. You could have started probably over Cooper Rush because at least you fit schematically. You can run a little bit more, so you fit the Ravens.
Yeah, why wouldn't they find somebody who could move around?
You had
Tyler Huntley.
Huntley.
Yeah, pull Tyler Huntley. Is he a free agent?
I want to say he was on the Dolphins, and then the Browns signed him because they needed more quarterbacks. I don't know where he is. No, they didn't what?
They didn't need more quarterbacks.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
He plays for the Ravens. He's a practice squad guy right now.
Oh my God, bring him up.
Activate him and start him.
Yeah,
Dude,
why
he need a Pro Bowl for you guys?
Well, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Because nobody else wanted to go.
It's just fun to say.
But yeah, exactly. It's a fun stat to put out.
He didn't play poorly when he was there.
He didn't. I mean, I don't know. He's also fits the scheme better.
Yeah, he knows the scheme. He fits it.
Yeah. Anyway,
moving on. I don't care about that team.
Moving on. Yeah, the Ravens, whatever. They're the other birds, so they're inferior.
What do we got left?
We got a few games that we can kind of run through a little quicker because I'm sure we're looking at
120.
Okay. All right, not bad. Bears Raiders. Genty looked like
Genty.
Yeah, Genty looked like college Genty. He had his Michael Myers stance again, where he just stands in the backfield with his hands at his sides. Ben Johnson, I think, will be a solid head coach. I saw his post-game speech, and I was fired up as a guy who thinks the Bears are terrible. I was like, okay, this is a little better than I thought. Also, a blocked kick again. Those are my 3.
It seems like the thing that's happening this year.
This season. I don't know if special teams is way more.
They figure some shit out.
Yeah. So those are my
I think Geno Smith has looked worse every time I've seen him play this season.
Agreed. And I trusted Chris Long watching him and saying, oh, Geno plays in the dome all the time this year now, so he's going to ball out. And he has not balled out at all. He looks terrible. They're definitely going to draft a quarterback as Aiden O'Connell is their backup, and that is not the answer. So, moving on, I guess, unless anybody had anything else.
No.
Packers Cowboys.
Oh my God.
Why do we still allow ties in professional American football?
I called it. I was at Justin's house watching this game, and it was back and forth. And I said, It's gonna be a fucking tie, and we wasted our
It's a
time.
fucking waste of time. Pardon my French, but it's a waste of time.
It
Why
was
do we
Also,
allow
watching the
ties?
way
The
Green
dumbest
Bay.
game I've seen
Yes.
all week that week.
Me too. All year, really.
So far, yes.
Yeah, because it's a tie, and I hate tie. God.
Well, I feel actually Green Bay deserved to lose this game.
Yeah.
But like
True. I
just the
agree.
way they approached the end of it, just
I
like they were
agree.
playing for the tie, like
Yeah.
they deserve to lose, especially when Jordan Love mismanaged the clock as bad as he did. At the
I
end of the game.
100% agree. My biggest takeaway from this game are the Packers are so weird. They're different week to week. I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl after 2 weeks, and now they look whatever. Like, and Jordan Love does not impress me. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see this. People are like, oh, they got Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, now Jordan Love, and it's like, why would you ever put him in the same conversation?
He's not in the
as
same
those last
conversation
two?
as those two.
Those are two Hall of Famers, and
He's not a horrible quarterback, but he's
No.
not in the same conversation.
he's a solid
as those
starter, but he's not. He doesn't impress me. But they deserve to lose that week or that game, and that just really, I don't know. We should not allow ties in American football.
Yeah,
Like,
Donovan McNabb would agree.
yeah,
George Pickens is also on the list
Yeah.
of guys that did not
Yeah.
know that games get in ties.
yeah,
Oh, really?
Although, yeah, that one's not shocking though, because he's not.
No, he's an idiot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Sorry, George.
Sorry, George. Good first name, but
Eh.
Dolphins Jets.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? I can't believe the Jets won a game, or the opposite. I can't believe the Dolphins won a game. I really, at this point, I will be surprised if the Jets win a game. I thought the Jets roster was so much better than how they've performed so far. They're
I thought they'd
0-4.
win something by now.
I thought that genuinely
One
they
game.
would win like 5 or 6 games this season. They're going to win like 3 or 4, maybe less than that. They look terrible.
Jets are gonna jet.
The Jets are the Sixers of the NFL. I said that to a big Sixers fan at the bar the other day, and they would go, wow, that's actually a really good comparison. I was like, yeah, unfortunately it is.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Injuries, just signing bad players. I don't know. Bad culture. It's just, I don't know. The Jets are terrible. Tyreek Hill injury just dooms an already doomed season for the Dolphins. The AFC East is back to being the most easily winnable conference in the NFL, which it was during the Patriots era. And now the Bills have just steamrolled. What a joke of a conference or division, genuinely.
I wonder if that is the end of Tyreek Hill's career.
Agreed.
I didn't see it. Was it that bad?
Yes.
Okay.
Dislocated knee, tore multiple ligaments. Yeah.
Yes. They didn't show the replay on TV, but I saw it on Twitter, and it was really bad. And for a guy that's
Speed guy.
tiny, speed guy, getting older, has like 25 kids at this point.
Jesus.
Just kidding. But pretty honestly,
Pretty
that's
close.
not bad.
15. Let's be
Okay,
more.
yeah. 15, yeah. Just
Who's
15
got
kids.
more? That quarterback?
Antonio
or Tyreek
Rodgers
Hill?
Cromartie and Philip Rivers.
That's the quarterback I was thinking.
Philip Rivers is from one woman, though. So I will say that's a little different. But who he's married to. So
Yeah.
But you do you, Tyreek Hill. But I don't think it's going to be football next year. I agree with you, John. I think that might be the end of his career.
He's got to be in his 30s.
Yeah, I think he's 33, 34.
What an old man.
Well,
Right, John?
So old.
What a sad end to what I think will maybe a Hall of Fame career. I don't
He had a lot of
know.
baggage, though.
He was the best wide receiver in the NFL for
a minute.
a year or two.
The Mahomes years, for sure.
Yeah, maybe 3 years. I don't know. I mean,
If Antonio Brown is the Hall of Famer, then Tyreek Hill is the Hall of Famer.
but I don't know if either.
True.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I'm saying.
true.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think Antonio Brown has better counting stats. I think. I'll look that up as if anyone had any other points on that.
Nah. I didn't pay attention to that game at all. I just heard that Tyreek Hill got injured. I didn't even look into it.
The next game is Broncos Bengals. I'll look up the Dolphins Jets if you guys want to chat about that for a second.
Well, first I'm going to start with on my same stance. Well, I think you guys will agree with me here. The same, like, let's get rid of ties. Let's get rid of these fucking doubleheader Monday night games that start at the same time.
I agree.
Yeah, the fact
They
that they
had
started at
one-
the same time is retarded. Or
They had one earlier this year. I think it was like a 7 o'clock and a 9 o'clock start. That's fine. At least offset them. Like, let the second game start at halftime of the first game.
Yeah,
7 and 8 o'clock. What are we doing?
I 100% agree.
There's going to be a Wednesday game soon.
And Tuesday. It's gonna be every day, man.
It's not even going to be special anymore.
Well, honestly, during football season, I'm not too upset with football all the time, but at the same time,
but I feel like the Thursday game is shit games all the time.
Yeah, that's true. But these days, I mean, apparently the Bengals are playing on Thanksgiving. Like nothing, I don't know, nothing's sacred anymore.
But what game are we talking about? Bengals, Browns, Bengals, Broncos. Yeah, the
Broncos won one.
Bengals. They're not going to this week. The Bengals.
Sure not.
I don't know, man. They just need to move on from this season and.
No, but Joe Burrow's going to come back and save the season.
In 3 months?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm just saying that. I don't mean it.
No, I think
my bad.
The season's probably over for the Bengals. In general, my big thing, I cannot find stats for the life of me on these two. So I'm just going to continue moving on. I don't think
it's fun.
Yeah. I think my big thing with the Bengals is you cannot put your three highest paid players cannot all be wide receivers and quarterbacks. I don't understand. Like you need an offensive line. And like I guess your three highest paid. Obviously, your quarterback's going to be one of your highest paid, if not your highest paid, depending on rookie contracts, whatever. But to pay two wide receivers that amount of money and to just have no offensive line. I mean, I know I said Texans and Titans were maybe the two worst offensive lines. The Bengals are down there too. They have no tackles. It's a literal, revolving door at tackle. And the Broncos just 8. Their pass rush 8, and their secondary is very good too. So I don't know. The Bengals are doomed to me for, the Bengals are going to bangle. They're going to bungle everything.
Bengals are going to bungle.
Yep.
There you go.
But yeah, Jake Brown is not a starter or a spot starter at this point. He is like a QB3 at best. He did not look good in my opinion.
I had high hopes for him because he had a good year that 1 year.
Yeah, he had some, but I just think I just don't see it even as like a I guess not a spot starter, but like a 4 or 5 game starter. Like,
yeah,
just not good.
You got the weapons. I mean, say what you will about not having an offensive line, but. Throw the ball in the vicinity of Jamar Chase. He's going to do something with it.
Yeah. Fuck it. Jamar Chase down there somewhere.
Yeah, that's screwing me up for fantasy-wise. I picked up Jamar Chase for my first pick. So
yeah. No, that
not going well.
A lot of
I was there for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah.
I think after that game, Jamar Chase jumped on Twitter and just tweeted out, "Y'all just leave me alone."
Yeah. It's just funny. I guess that's the end of last week's games.
Yeah, what are our records for last week?
Yeah.
Oh well, so if if we count me saying that Philadelphia was going to win by 10.
No, we don't count that.
No, we aren't doing points.
Yeah, just
win-loss.
No spread, just
so then Curtis won last week, going 9-6-1.
You bastard!
And then Josh and I went 8-7-1, so just a game behind you.
Oh.
Running through the results, we all picked Minnesota. Right. We all picked Minnesota, and we all picked Washington.
Yep.
Josh picked New Orleans because he had to.
Yep.
God, I could have won, motherfucker.
But,
I could have tied you, Curtis.
Dude, you would.
But to make up for it, he picked the Giants.
I did pick the Giants.
Okay.
Curtis picked the Rams while Josh and I picked the Colts. We all picked San Francisco. We all picked Baltimore.
Yeah.
Josh picked Vegas.
I suck.
And then we all picked the Jets, actually.
Ew.
Okay.
We suck.
Yeah.
We're not going to do this anymore. I think we're retired.
Oh, Josh, I fucked up. You picked Cincy instead of Denver. You went 7-8-1.
Oh.
I thought you said you win.
No, I thought you said I win too. I was like, no, I lost one more.
I heard you win, and I was like, wait, what? How does that work?
Oh, went.
You lost another one.
Went.
Yes. You went with Cincy.
Yeah.
Went.
You Carson went with Cincy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Bad joke. Moving on to this week's slate of games. I haven't
pulled
them up.
I got you. If you want me to run through
Yeah,
them,
go
the
for it, man.
floating head over here.
Go for it, man.
Tomorrow night, super exciting Thursday, Amazon Prime game. 49ers traveling to LA to play the Rams. Right now, the Rams are -8.5.
Ooh.
We just doing win-loss still, right?
Yeah.
We can't
Yeah.
change. We
I
can't change halfway through this
I'm
podcast.
just, I'm just giving the spread so you know who's
No,
favorite.
I like to
Okay.
announce the spread
Got
and where
you,
we're
got you,
at.
got you.
Yeah. So the spread is crazy. I might take the 49ers +8.5 because I think it's going to be a division game and I think it'll be decided by a field goal. But give me the Rams.
All these
either
short
way.
weeks games, man. You know, yeah.
Give me the Rams. I think Puka and Stafford look crazy. Kyron Williams is a douchebag. Sorry, pardon my French, but
Sure is.
Maybe we can bleep that in post. But
Eh.
no, I'm not a fan of Kyron Williams. He said that he is an Eagles hater. So I am a Kyron Williams hater. But he's a good running back, and I think that the Rams will win, but they will not cover 8.5. I know that we're not playing that, but I just would like to put that in there.
Yeah, I think I would take Niners plus the points. Although I don't know how they hang in this game.
That's fair. I just think Kyle Shanahan knows what's his name, McVay so well. And I don't know, divisional matchup. I always think they come down to a field goal or some kind of
botched
garbage
play.
time points, something like that. Like some things always happen in divisional games. I just don't see. But also Puka Nacua has 500 yards through 4 games.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now on ESPN. And I don't know that Matt Stafford already has 1,000 yards through 4 games. He's going to have a 5,000, maybe way higher than that season. But yeah, I don't know. Give me the Rams, but not by the spread.
I'm just going to say Rams win. That's where I'm going to keep it.
So we're all 3 on Rams.
Yeah, we're sweeping LA.
I also just hate the 49ers.
That means the 49ers are going to win.
Yeah, it's fair. But I also hate the 49ers. So
sure, fuck them.
Yeah.
Moving on, the Vikings have stayed across the pond, but instead of playing in Dublin, they're going to be playing in London, England.
Why are they doing that?
Welcoming the Cleveland Browns to play them over there. Right now, we've opened up at Minnesota -3.5 to play. I guess I can start this one off. I'm going to go. I'm going to go with the Vikings, but if I was betting the spread, I think I would take Browns +3.5 right now. Stout defense. Jordan Mason didn't look incredibly good last week. Carson Wentz is going to have 0 time against that defensive line.
See?
But
you're right.
When you got Justin Jefferson and then Jordan Addison coming back, who looked really well coming right out of the suspension last week. Again, just throw the ball up. They got to be down there somewhere.
True.
I will pick the Cleveland Browns to win.
I'm Josh.
But defense, man.
Josh, I'm with you.
I mean, also they beat the Green Bay Packers. Holy shit, there we go.
Give me the Cleveland Browns as well. I think my biggest thing with this game is, as you said, Myles Garrett, that pass rush against Carson Wentz. One of my favorite things looking at the game right now, the over-under is at 36.5, which is stupidly low.
Yuck.
Yeah, it's going to be two very great defenses. I mean, we have Jonathan Grenard, Van Ginkel. We have Myles Garrett. We have, what's his name, Ty Hamilton on the Browns defensive line. I mean, 2 very good defenses. Give me the Browns in like a very big nail biter in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Give me the Browns. I think Dylan Gabriel is not a great quarterback, but I think that they'll be able to run the ball enough. I think it's going to be as I said, a nail. It might be like honestly, I would give me like a 10-7 game, something like that. I don't know, but give me the Browns. I'm going to go against the grain, and I've picked the Vikings, I think, almost every week because I really like their defense. I like KOC, but I like Stefanski too. I don't know. He's a Philly guy. I don't know. Just give me the Browns. I think that they win weird games, and I think that they'll kind of hang around a little bit too longer than I've expected, which they do every year. I guess we can move on while Josh Josh comes back from the hitting the head. Moving on to Raiders Colts. Spread is at -6.5 in favor of the Colts, and it is being played in Lucas Oil Stadium in the Loud House, as Pat McAfee calls it, in Indianapolis. So, Josh, what are your
what was the game? Indianapolis and who?
Colts and the Raiders.
Give me the Colts. Geno sucks.
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Colts. Geno sucks. Indianapolis Jones and Jonathan Taylor have looked good. He did throw 2 interceptions last week, now that I'm looking at it, but give me the Colts. Tyler Warren has looked great. He might be an offensive rookie of the year candidate. John called it. I mean, I think, anybody who watched enough Penn State last year knew that he's just like a freak, much like Abdul Carter, like just, an NFL level player, dominating. But Tyler Warren, Indianapolis Jones, Jonathan Taylor, give me the Colts. Shane Steichen, shout out. And the Raiders just kind of look bad so far. And I think Genty will have a good game against the mid defense, but I think give me the Colts.
Yeah, I don't think the Raiders have any answers on either side of the ball, so we're going to sweep at this one, and I'm going to go Colts as well.
All right, good. There we go.
Man, this is going to be a boring week of football. Next up on the docket, the New York Football Giants go into the New Orleans Superdome to play the 0-4 Saints.
Damn it.
And actually, right now, these Saints are opening up as a
1.5-point
favorites.
Ooh, see, I don't like that.
Let's go.
See, I don't like that.
You know where I'm going with this one, John?
All right, Josh.
Give me the fucking Saints. Let's go.
So
No. He's going New Orleans.
I was with you on Saints until I heard that they're favored. I don't like that. I think I also remember, I believe,
but
I know,
not really. They're not.
That's true. -1.5. That's a pick 'em at that point, really. If it's,
and I pick them.
Yeah, there you go. But
you always do.
I believe Jackson Dart is from. I know he went to Ole Miss, but I believe he's from at least that area, if not from Louisiana. I know he's from whatever the Deep South. I think it will be. This game is such a hard one to pick. Give me the Giants defensive line. I just think that this Spencer Rattler against Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence.
You're probably not wrong.
I'll take the latter every time. I don't think. Again, I think this is going to be a terrible game offensively. Give me multiple turnovers for both teams. I think it's gonna be like a 3-2 turnover game, and whoever wins the turnover.
The over/under is at 41.5.
Yeah, I know that's a high over/under. Give me the under. And give me over, as I said, over 4 turnovers between both teams, like combined. But yeah, no Malik Neighbors, but still give me the Giants.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm feeling so much better about my pick now.
John, what do you think?
No, I'm still leaning into the Giants defense being able to handle.
I'm gonna turn you one of the.
I think Paul. Oh, another point I would like to make: Paulson Adebo. I know many people might not know the name, but he was a corner that played for the Saints last year. That was very good for the Saints. The Giants signed him to a nice contract this year. I think he has a nice little revenge game, and along with my turnover line, I think he has at least a pick. And I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I think at least he's the zone corner. I'll lock it in. He's a zone corner. He's a big interception guy. He's not really like a huge, don't throw the ball his way. You throw the ball his way and he'll make a play. So give me Paulson Adebo to have an interception as well. John, if you wanted to carry us to the next one, I'm going to grab a water real quick.
Yep. So following up on that game, we have the Dallas Cowboys coming off their tie, going to visit the 0-4 Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The line right now, Dallas -2.5, over/unders at 47.5.
It's only -2.5?
-2.5 for Dallas, yes.
Man, I thought it should be more.
I mean, I guess the Jets defense matches up favorably against the Cowboys offensive line right now.
And the Cowboys don't have CeeDee Lamb.
No CeeDee Lamb, but Dak did look like old Dak, where he's going to set all the passing records in
I hate saying that.
The regular season and then not do anything in the postseason. Well, they're not going to get to the postseason this year, so it doesn't matter. George Pickens looks like he's adapted to the offense well. He was like a go-to guy for him in this game.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams, I didn't think he was going to do anything in this offense. He's got 312 rushing yards in 4 games so far. So
more than Saquon.
Yeah, bro.
All of my fantasy leagues, I would like to say.
I made fun of you when you drafted him. But
So I will say, I don't know if you could hear me, so I'll say
Yep.
it again. I will say, give me the Cowboys as well. I drafted Javonte Williams in both my fantasy leagues. Shout out. But we'll see how that pans out for the rest of the year. But so far, it's been very good. I agree with John. George Pickens looked very, very solid. The Jets are going to be the Jets, so give me the Cowboys.
We went Dallas all around.
Yep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I hate to do it, but it's also in
I also hate to
MetLife.
do it.
So it's in MetLife. So we'll see how many players get hurt. Maybe Garrett Wilson. Who knows? It's horrible. I'm not wishing that on anybody.
Should I block that one out too?
Yeah, no. I'm not wishing that on anybody. You don't have to block it out. I'm not wishing that on anybody. But
it's a joke.
That's another talking point potentially. Like MetLife, the overall injuries there is ridiculous.
It's like the vet.
It is.
You're gonna have some of the most expensive ACLs in the world there next year, but it's a whole nother story for another day.
That's true. Yeah. Yes. They need to switch to grass. But soccer aside, fake football aside, moving on to the most important game of the week, Broncos-Eagles. We are obviously playing at the Link. The line is -3.5 Philly. The over is 43.5 for the game, which is about what I would expect it at. Josh, what are your thoughts?
I think they figure out their offense a little bit and do well. And I think the Eagles win.
Okay.
Go Birds.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, much like Bryce Young, hasn't taken much of a step this year after showing promises at the end of last season.
Yep.
So our pass rush woes aside, I think the secondary will have him in fits. I mean, you got fast guy Marvin Mims, and you got like a high 2 receiver in Cortland Sutton, I would say.
I agree.
Nothing he does route wise, I think, is going to mess with our secondary. And I mean, Sean Payton may have something up his sleeve, but he hasn't saved it for anyone else yet this year. So
True.
I think the Eagles win by a touchdown at home this weekend.
I'm going to obviously make it a clean sweep. I agree with the touchdown thing. I think we win relatively handedly this week if we play.
I hope so. That would be nice.
If we play up to our standard, I think we should win handedly. I mean, as much as I, was like, oh, no Evans and a limited Godwin.
Can we put a full
it's
half?
Still Egbika and Baker Mayfield versus Bo Nix and, as you said, Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims. I think if you put Quignon on Cortland, Coop plays the slot. I don't know. I think obviously give me the Eagles, go Birds, but I think give me them by, like John said, by a touchdown. I like that a lot. I don't know.
I hope more than one.
I was not confident last week, really. Obviously, I think I flip-flopped a little, but I was not confident last week. But give me the Eagles.
Guys, I hate to tell you, but we have there are no good games on this week.
Yeah.
Sorry if you want to say something else about the Eagles.
No, we're good.
No. My one thing is I do agree with you that AJ Brown, if Surtain follows him the whole game, it could be a Smitty game. So we'll see. Because Riley Moss, I believe, is their second corner, and there is no white corner like Cooper DeJean in this NFL.
No, stop trying to copycat.
Yeah, so stop trying to get that
not
guy.
in any NFL.
Let him play free safety, So give me a Devontae Smith good game too.
I just want the Eagles to put a full game together offensively, and I think we win easily.
I also think Saquon will dominate against their standing linebackers. I don't really like their standing inside.
Is Alex Singleton still with them?
I don't think so. I would imagine not. But
or is he out of the league?
I think he's out of the league. But anyway, I think he might be a Raider actually, something like that.
All right.
That's definitely where he was last time.
Okay.
Nope, he plays for the Broncos still.
No shit.
I have not watched enough Broncos. His profile picture on Wikipedia is in an Eagles uniform.
We're going to welcome back an old friend.
I love it. But, yeah, he is.
High motor on that guy.
Yeah, true. Really, type of guy you want to date your daughter,
You want a high motor guy to
real
date your daughter?
textbook guy,
Oh, it's a thing.
It's a meme.
Oh, okay.
So John,
such a gym rat. Such a gym rat.
Yeah, just huge gym rat. Knows the playbook inside and out.
Moving on to some more exciting football as we creep towards 2 hours, as we always do.
Yep.
Um,
148. Where's where we're at?
all right, we'll hammer through. Miami Dolphins at 1-3, visiting the Carolina Panthers at 1-3. Right now, Miami -1.5.
Over a 44.5 is stupid. Give me the under and give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers. I think they have better pieces. J.C. Horn, you put him on Jalen Waddle. I don't know. Give me the Panthers. I think that they have played better than the Dolphins. I don't know.
That's not saying much, but yes. Also, I agree. Panthers here.
Ted McMillan.
All right, well,
J.C.
I'm taking Miami just to switch up on one
of
these games.
I like it. Tua turn the ball over might do something, but we'll see. Although Bryce Young has 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, so not great either. But
he'll follow right behind him.
Yeah.
Texans.
Another shitty game.
Texans, both 1-3 teams. Texans going to the Ravens in Baltimore, and somehow Houston -1.5. I don't think Cooper Rush changes that much. But what do you boys got here?
Give me the Texans by like a touchdown. The Ravens defense is terrible. The Texans offensive line is terrible, but the Ravens defense is terrible. So Stroud, Nico Collins, I think is healthy.
Yeah, Nico's still playing.
Yeah. So I haven't watched enough Texans football because it's Texans football this year. But CJ Stroud, your boy, everybody, I love Nick Chubb too. But give me Stroud, Chubb, Collins over a terrible Ravens defense without Lamar. I don't see the Ravens doing anything this game. I genuinely give me the Texans by a touchdown, honestly. And I might bet on that. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but the Texans' defense is very good, and C.J. Stroud has shown flashes. So give me the Texans.
I also say it's going to be a very boring week for Pick'ems because I'm going to say the Texans as well.
Yeah, I think we're all. Boring games.
Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
You don't mean that though. You don't mean that.
I think you're just trying to be a contrarian, but I love it as well. If you are.
Cooper Rush. God.
He just makes my blood rush.
What a guy! Right to where
they're going to bring
right to where it needs to go.
There you go. That's
he's going to win this game, and they're going to bring the color rush uniforms back in his honor. But call them the Cooper Rushes.
There we go.
All right, next exciting game on the docket.
Oh,
better not be lying to me.
No.
0-4 Titans go to Arizona to face the 2-2 Cardinals. Arizona -7.5 right now.
This might be the worst week of games in football. Also, -7 is crazy. They have looked. Actually, never mind. It's the Titans. Give me the Cardinals, but not by the spread.
Give me the Titans because they're due.
Oh,
actually, you know what? Josh might have convinced me just in that.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't offer any insight or anything.
I'm a Cam Ward guy.
You can't change it. I made it away because it was. All right, do what you want.
All right.
I don't
want to flip flop. I don't want to waffle back and forth. But I love Cam Ward. I'm I don't love. Love's a very strong word. I like Cam Ward. I think that, as I said, this. No. You know what? I'm sticking with my guns.
What's happening?
Give me the Cardinals. Sorry.
All right, I am also going Cardinals because Tennessee cannot do anything on any side of the ball.
But they're due to win by accident.
And the offensive line is so bad, I can't.
I mean, you called your Giants. You called the Giants last week, so we can keep it going.
True.
Yeah, follow my lead, guys.
Josh Sweat will have a sack or two.
We've made our way to the 4:00 games. This game may actually be interesting.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, freshly 3-1. Go to Seattle to face the also 3-1 Seahawks. Seattle opens as home favorites -3.5.
Holy shit!
So Seattle's at home.
Yeah.
Give me Seattle.
Give me the Buccaneers. I like Seattle a lot. I think Kenneth Walker is very good. I forget who it was when we were John like a month ago. It was Kenny Walker's bad. Kenneth Walker's I think pretty solid. JSN is a wide receiver 1 so far. If Sam Darnold's throwing you the ball and you look this good, I think you're wide receiver 1 at least through this year. Give me the Seahawks. Give me the Buccaneers. I think all that being said, I really do think the Buccaneers have a better culture than the Seahawks, and I think the Seahawks are like I don't know. They're a middling team. I think they might be a wild card team, but the Buccaneers are going to win their division. Give me the Buccaneers, even though it's in Seattle. I think Baker's pissed off after last week.
I go where Baker Mayfield goes, so give me the Bucks.
Yeah, I think he's pissed off.
You guys are pussies.
I think he's pissed off, man. He looked angry.
The NFL schedulers definitely had a different lineup in mind when they scheduled this for a 4:25 game of the week on Fox. Detroit Lions go to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. The spread right now is Detroit minus 10.5. 49.5 over under is crazy, but I guess the Lions may score that by themselves.
Huh.
Yeah. Does anyone want to jump in?
No. Lions.
Yeah. Lions, and as you said, I think the Lions might put up like 42 by themselves at least. Like the Bengals defense is garbage, and the Lions are amazing right now. Give me the Lions by the spread and more, and the over probably. Just I don't think the Bengals will put up maybe a touchdown or two, but give me
The other 4:25 game, which could be interesting, assuming Jaden Daniels is back, the Washington Commanders go to LA to face the Chargers.
Huh.
Chargers are 2.5-point home favorites right now. I'll jump in on this first.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Coming. Go. Coming back. Coming back home from a cross-country trip. Facing a team that has to cross the country to face you. With a defense that has been lackluster, I think Justin Herbert's going to pick this defense apart. And I would say, buy a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And then you heard me. I said, give me the Chargers also. So.
Yes, sir.
I'm just being optimistic for my mom, but I think the Commanders, I'm sorry, I don't like them. I really hate Frankie Louvu, but I think that he may have a sack or two against no offensive tackles for the Chargers.
That's fair.
I think Justin Herbert is kind of a fraud, and I think that he's been being carried by a very good assortment of weapons, whether it's Omarion Hampton, what's his nuts, now that he can finally catch the ball, Quentin Johnson. Yeah.
Old as fuck Keenan Allen.
Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's still playing.
I mean, he caught a touchdown at least. Yeah. And we all saw that together. But no,
I think he has 70 yards in every game this year, too.
Yeah. I mean, Keenan Allen's going to be Keenan Allen, but not, I mean, at this age, whatever. But I think Justin Herbert's a fraud, honestly. And maybe that'll age horribly, but I just don't like the guy. Well, not as a person, but I hate all the comparisons to Jalen Hurts.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They're different.
Give me, if Jaden Daniels plays, can I add a stipulation?
Of Jaden Daniels playing?
Yes. I know he practiced today, but I just never know with him. He weighs like 150 pounds soaking wet, so I don't really know like if he's ever going to play. That's always been my worry with him. But if he plays, which I think is 99% chance he does, give me the Commanders. If not, give me the Chargers, because I do not want to bet on a Mariota.
Yeah, but you got to pick one or the other. You can't just be like, hey.
All right, give me the Commanders. If Jaden Daniels doesn't play, fuck you, Jaden.
Oh, but I put an asterisk by Washington when I look at this.
Okay.
I'm like, why the fuck did I do that?
We can acknowledge that what you said, but we're gonna give you the Commanders.
Well, yeah, there we go. That's fair. I like that. At least acknowledge that if Mariota plays, whatever.
Yeah, Mariota.
Mariota, whatever. I don't know.
Who cares?
Who cares? He's not worth our time.
Who cares? Agreed.
Move on.
All right. I think they're wearing their stupid rival uniforms for this game. The New England Patriots are going to Buffalo to face the Bills. Right now, Buffalo minus 7.5. Over-unders at 48.5. That's kind of crazy. But again, I guess Buffalo may score all of those points. Patriots defense looking solid this year, though.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think spread-wise, I think this will be closer than the books think. I think no team is going to go 17-0. I think it's in
Eagles would.
Maybe. It's in knock on wood. Lock it in. But it's it's in Buffalo. So give me the Bills, even though I think teams do lose games. I don't think this will be one of the games that the Bills lose.
Huh.
I know I was heading a different way there for second. I think Drake May looks excellent. He has almost 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Now I'm looking at it. I don't know those stats in my head, but Stephon Diggs in the slot looks great. But I just think the Bills at
7
home.
7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah. I think I said
that. Oh,
that's good.
Yeah. If the Bills look great at home, and the Bills are going to be the Bills, so I just give me the Bills. I don't know but I do not think -7.5. I think it'll be a lot tighter than that. Again, divisional games. I think I think there's always it'll be like by 4 or something weird like that. That's at least my prediction. But
I'm going to shock the world here. Give me the Patriots because they're going to build off what they did last week, and the Bills are due for something.
Here we go. I like it. They routed the Panthers, so
Buffalo's going to lose a game this year at some point, but it's not this week. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Well, I'm going to prove both of you wrong.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be good for us. But last game, Monday Night Football.
No doubleheaders this week?
Nope, just one.
Thanks to the non-denominational person up there, we have just one at 8:15.
And it's not good.
And it's terrible.
Oh, boy, what is it?
Well,
hold on, let me look.
Honestly, John, I don't know.
It's the Monday night game.
Maybe I'm higher.
All right, Josh, I won't keep you in suspense. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to Jacksonville to take on the better record 3-1 Jaguars. Kansas City opens up at 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, to my chagrin, I know I love that word. Give me the Chiefs.
So I know I talked about Jacksonville's defense. So give me Jacksonville. I'm taking Jacksonville in Florida. I know a little bit of a crossover there, but give me Jacksonville. I know it's maybe going to be a terrible take, but I think Liam Cohen is not the. I mean Duval. If you have seen that video of him, incredibly awkwardly saying Duval. He's a weird guy, but I think. I don't know. The Chiefs looked good last week, but against whatever an inferior opponent.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we got after a few tries. But the Jaguars' defense is significantly better than the Ravens. I think the Jaguars have a top 10 defense, in my opinion, if not top 5 currently. Give me Travis Etienne. Against, I don't know, the Chiefs have a solid defense, but I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I take the under, but yeah, give me the Jags.
I'm going to be boring and take the Chiefs. I just don't think they lose primetime games like this against opponents like this.
True. Fair.
You're right. I'm right.
Very fair. Right now.
Curtis is wrong.
We'll say.
Jalen Hurts barely got 100 yards, so let's see what Trevor Lawrence does.
Well, come on now.
But I mean, Liam Cohen calling plays against Kevin Patullo. That's my argument. I think Liam Cohen he is I don't know. I don't like the Jags offense, but I love the Jags defense. And I like the Jags weapons a lot better than I like the Chiefs weapons. And with the Jags pass rush and Jawan Taylor being the right tackle or one of the tackles. Just give me the Jags. I know it's probably going to bite me in the ass, but give me the Jags. I'm calling it.
I definitely burped on the podcast while you're talking.
Well, that's fair.
Glad you drew attention to it more.
Yeah, there we go.
It's going to be out there. So who cares?
Before we wrap it up, was there any Flyers news?
Yeah, John, you're the resident Flyers.
Over.
And that 2 hours in, we can skip the Flyers for now.
That's fair.
Regular season starts next week. Do they still play right now?
Yeah, well, I don't really care. Soccer is for Europeans.
I was just asking because Philadelphia stuff.
That's true. Yeah, shout out the Union.
Shout out
Stars. Sullivan.
Philadelphia Stars. Let's go.
We'll tell this story every time we bring up the Union. But the biggest Union quote unquote fan we knew asked Alexa who won the MLS championship game.
I will say the second biggest Union fan that I know, because Bennett is definitely a bigger, he actually somewhat. Did
he also ask Alexa?
No, he played soccer and watches the games. But shout out Bennett. Last thing before we head out: Falcons, Bears, Packers, Steelers have buys. I think that's big for Probably not the Bears because they're kind of rolling right now after that win. I think it's big for the Packers to get themselves together.
Yeah, that's going to suck.
Steelers are heading home, obviously, so that's a big week for them. And yeah, I don't know. The Falcons, Michael Penix and Bijan Robinson or Bijan, whatever. The Mustard Band put together a really good game. So I think that will be maybe, I don't know, that might slow their progress. But outside of that, we are at well over 2 hours at this point.
2 hours and 4 minutes.
Okay. Well, thank you to all who watched and to all who listened.
There's not that many, but one day there will be.
Please like and subscribe. I will be sharing because I just thought about how I should probably share this podcast to our Apple and Banana group chat. Would definitely at least listen to a few of the episodes. So we probably should have been.
Who are the apples and bananas?
It's like Bennett, my buddy. Anyway.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the
apple.
Off the
The apple. They banana.
It's the apple.
What up, guys?
Yeah, we do apples. We do fruit things, but
Okay.
But thank you to those who have listened, or those who at least have skipped all the way through now to the end,
or at least clicked on the link that I post on Instagram.
Everything counts. Please like and subscribe.
Subscribe, comment. Put your notifications on so you know when we're gonna pop up.
Ring that bell.
But we genuinely do love you guys, and I
love most of you because you're all my family, basically.
Fair, and I haven't met a lot of you, but I'm sure I love this guy, so I'm all in. So, this is the Friend Zone, locking it up.
Welcome to the Friend Zone.
We're locking it up for this week and locking it in.
Lock it up, lock it in.
Go
Phils.
Yeah,
go Phils, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Orange, black, yeah. Is that the thing?
I guess so.
It
Sixers.
is now.
Let's go Sixers in the preseason in Abu Dhabi. But yeah, love you. Bye.
Later, dickheads.
Nope.
And